really wide range, but that ball is just outside of his grasp.
Indiana's most productive drive of the day, but they have yet to convert a third down. This is 3rd and long. Purdue brings pressure, and the pass incomplete for Williams. Markevius Brown was in coverage. 4th down.
And fantastic coverage it was by Brown. This defense is man, man, man. When you see zone, it's kind of shocking because it's so rare. They trust their defensive backs in coverage, and they want to send the house with anyone who isn't covering somebody.
Well, both punters' legs are warm, safe to say.
Very warm.
Evans in the direction of Tyrone Tracy, who's had some room to return some punts. He elects to fair catch the ball at the 10. We will step aside, but be back in just 15 seconds.
Lowe's knows you've been waiting all year for these holiday deals. That's why we've made Black Friday bigger and better with Golden Gable deals. For 1 week, discover the best savings of the year for your home.
Well, that really was 15 seconds, Brock. Here's the drive summary today for the Hoosiers. Already 4 drives, Purdue already with 3 drives, and we have 4:21 to go in the first quarter.
And a lot of times when you're struggling on 3rd down, it means you're struggling on 1st down because your 3rd downs aren't manageable.
1st down, Purdue. Devin Mockabee, a walk-on as a freshman last season and rushed for over 900 yards. This season, the total's not quite as high as they were his freshman year. He's brought down by Marcus Burris Jr. on a good 5-yard gain.
Mockabee a little more eager to bounce, usually looking outside as opposed to Tyrone Tracy, who really wants to stay within the tackles.
2nd down, Card over the middle. Pass is caught. Jaden Dixon-Veal. 1st down, Purdue.
They swing Mockabee out of the backfield, and the linebacker Linnell Card Jr. has to go with him. Jaden Dixon-Veal finds the soft spot in the coverage, but the referee saw something they don't like.
Sideline warning, Indiana. They're first of the game. Next violation will result in a yardage penalty.
First time we've heard from Jerry McGinn today.
And as you see, Coach Allen talking to someone. Look at the colored sweatshirts up there. Those are the guys who are going to be signaling in to the defense, and got a little close to the ref there, maybe even nicked his foot. That's where the warning comes from.
1st and 10, and Mockabee runs into the arms of Lewis Moore, and some help from Josh Sanguinetti out of the defensive backfield for Indiana. Looked like Mockabee had a hole there, but it closed.
It closed quicker than he thought it would, and Mockabee, you mentioned how great last year was for him. We're going to take a look at this, and yeah, the hole just closed. A great track there by Lewis Moore. And Mockabee, unfortunately, wasn't quite able to match last year's statistics, but by no means have they given up on him or think any less of him. He's a key part of this offense.
Still having a great season as a sophomore. On 2nd down, Card throws it incomplete. Looking for Garrett Miller. But Mockabee, in his 2nd game in the old Oaken bucket, looking to duplicate a really good performance that he had last year in this game. A 30-16 win for Purdue. Almost rushed for 100 yards, but you see he's a dual threat guy.
He can absolutely catch out of the backfield, and when he gets in open space, it is so unconventional. Crazy legs, they call him. They say he doesn't really look like a football player if he's not wearing pads, but then you see how defenses struggle to get him on the ground, and you say, yep, he's a football player.
A modern-day Elroy Hirsch.
Ooh, what a route. I like that.
3rd down, Card escapes. Lost his hand warmer. Chucks it long for Burks, and he overthrew him by a few yards. And how about that? A little bit of jeering from JoJo Johnson.
It looks like Andre Carter and Aaron Casey in the backfield, but I like the no call there. Of course, JoJo Johnson does have Burks' arm, but Burks is also trying to push him off, so a little tussling back and forth, but the big thing is what you see right there. 0 third down conversions for either offense.
That's become the game within the game. Who's going to convert the first third down? Ansel, punt on the move to his right. Fielded on a bounce by Carter, and that's Thieneman to bring him down. Back in 15 seconds here in the first quarter.
Imagine the memories you'll make with Pillsbury.
Score. This is one of the longest and most played rivalries in all of college football. And we're looking for our first points in the 98th Old Oaken Bucket game between Indiana and Purdue. Indiana football, first down from its own 28. Brendan Sorsby, the quarterback. He hands to Jalen Lucas. He might be small in stature, but he can fly. Thieneman pushes him out of bounds, and it was covered in mold, and it was quite decrepit, but they cleaned it off, and it has been in use ever since 1925. They have been playing for the Old Oaken Bucket. Second down coming up here. Cam Allen with the tackle. That leads to today's trivia question brought to you by T-Mobile. The Old Oaken Bucket was introduced for the 1925 meeting. What was the final result of that game? I think I believe it or not, I think I know the answer.
Do you really?
I think I do. It is, I'll keep you on your toes. It's
okay.
2nd and 5. Sorsby caught McCulley. What a snag by the 6'5 wideout. And he gives Steptoe a hard time. First down, Indiana.
And you're going to see Steptoe in coverage here on McCulley. When McCulley goes up for the ball, watch Steptoe. He kind of breaks down and doesn't close space. When a wide receiver is in the air, that is your chance to close space because he's not moving, right? So by breaking down too soon, you allow McCulley time to make a move.
Final minute of the first quarter. Ball on the Purdue 45. Sorsby. Another first down, Indiana. He gets blown up by Steptoe on the sideline. That was inbounds.
Completely legal hit. I understand the emotions, and you're on their sideline, so they're going to overreact, but completely legal hit. Sorsby braced for it. It looks like he just slipped, honestly, more than anything. Fantastic hit by Steptoe. That's rivalry right there.
That's a DB with a run at a quarterback, too. First down, Indiana. Sorsby unloads. Carter! Touchdown, Indiana! And the Hoosiers on the road have the first points of this year's Old Oaken Bucket game. 34-yard strike to DeKeese Carter, his third touchdown of the season.
Sorsby follows up a big run with a beautiful strike again. Purdue caught in that too-high look, and it looks like Antonio Stevens in the middle of the field needs to get a little more depth to make that a tougher throw and to help out your too-high safeties.
Chris Freeman for the point-after try from the hold of James Evans. 7-0 Indiana. 34 seconds left in the first. We've been waiting on catch by DeKeese Carter from Brendan Sorsby. Tyrone Tracy Jr. on the kick return. Good blocking up front and a good return for Tracy. Near the 35, he's brought down. All right, the answer to our trivia question. Brock, what was the score of the first meeting for the Old Oaken Bucket between these two teams? It was in 1925. I think it was a tie, and I think it was a scoreless. Pictures, by the way. Purdue on 1st and 10. Tyrone Tracy hit by Aaron Casey. Megan McEwen, do you want to weigh in on the Old Oaken Bucket rivalry here?
Listen, guys, there's a poem called The Old Oaken Bucket written by Samuel Woodworth in 1817. Now, it's not actually about the bucket, but it is about the sentiment that the Indiana people feel towards their home state. So, look, there's a lot of change on the thing. That thing is 23 pounds, the Old Oaken Bucket. So, just so you know what you're lifting up at the end of this.
Well, how about that? It invokes poetry. It's so deep, the feelings that the old Oaken bucket stirs up. Purdue trying to get its train on track. Down 7-0 into the first.